So this is the first rendition of our causal loop diagram, where we have the bee larvae and the mature bees as stocks. Now, from our system boundary over here, we have a regeneration rate, which directly affects the amount of bee larvae we have. And then the maturation rate describes the relationship between the bee larvae and the mature bee stock. Then, the mature bees go to the death rate, leaving the system.
So this second CLD is a more expansive version of the one before, but we added more information about vegetation. Our new stocks are floral density, pollen, and vegetation cover. A reinforcing loop is made between mature bees, floral density, and pollen because they all add to each other. A balancing loop is made from vegetation, mature bees, and floral density because the vegetation cover limits the population of mature bees.
In our third and final form of the CLD, on top of the bee population as well as their food/shelter, we've added the anthropogenic effects that have caused trauma to the bees population in past years. With the increase of industry, we see that there's a high increase in CO2 in the atmosphere. This causes a rising global temperature worldwide, and that also leads to H2O scarcity, water scarcity all across the world. This causes less vegetation, which is the cover or shelter that the bees come into to find their pollen and their places to live. As you keep on going with that, you see that public opinion becomes more and more of an issue as people become more aware of declining bee populations as well as declining forests and food for bees. With that, we can see that climate change regulation will be increasing as more people become more involved in local law and policy involved in making sure that things can be better for bee populations as they come to rise to what they once were in ideal terms, hopefully.
Yes. As we can see here, the relationship between climate change regulation and the effects of it can create a negative balancing loop within the system, whereas we see some of the negative effects of climate change can create a positive reinforcing loop.
Thank you.
Thank you.